besides being two successful celebrities in their respective careers. Eddie Murphy and Mike Tyson are powerful men who own huge fortunes. But have you ever wondered which of them has the most luxurious life? In this video, you're going to see a fierce battle between Eddie Murphy and Mike Tyson. So, let's fight! Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications. Check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #allaboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Most expensive mansion. Both stars like to live in safe and sophisticated places, but who has the most valuable property? Starting with Mike Tyson, who was married to his ex-wife, Monica Turner. They lived in a beautiful mansion in a gated community in Bethesda, Maryland. Situated on a 2.5-acre lot, the 19,000 square foot residence is able to offer every comfort imaginable. Going into its interior, we can see that the decor is very clean, having a color palette in light tones. One point that stands out in this property is that all rooms have large window openings, which bring excellent natural lighting. The interior of the mansion has several rooms which only exist in homes of this magnitude, such as a beautiful piano room in order to play his favorite songs, a fireplace in the living rooms to warm up on the colder days, a sophisticated dining room decorated with a luxurious chandelier, a rustic, wood-paneled office, a TV room equipped with a large projector, a weight training gym with views to the nature, a game rooms with a pool table, beside many other things. Going up to the house's second floor is where the master suite is located, which features a gigantic walk-in closet and a luxurious bathroom with a spectacular hot tub in the center. The external area of the property is not overshadowed by its interior, being equipped with excellent structures such as a beautiful pool and even a basketball court. In addition, it was in this gigantic space that Mike Tyson was once spotted taking a walk with one of his famous tigers. And according to some sources, this incredible property was ceded to his ex-wife after they divorced in 2003. And as reported in the media, in 2021 the property that once belonged to Tyson was sold for the small sum of almost $4,600,000. Eddie Murphy is not far behind. Since 2001 he has lived in a beautiful property situated on almost 3.7 acres in Beverly Hills. The mansion has a large and imposing facade and is surrounded by beautiful gardens. Once inside, we can see that the rooms are very large and spacious and have a very sophisticated decoration. Many rooms have a color palette composed of shades of champagne. And a mansion as big and luxurious as this one could not do without rooms that only exist in houses of this size. There is, for example, a bowling alley and even a theater room equipped with comfortable armchairs. In all, the comedian's gigantic property has about 32,000 square feet of floor space, divided into 11 bedrooms and 17 exquisite bathrooms. In the external area of the house, there is a beautiful pool with a whirlpool, besides having a lot of free space with very green grass. And to get an idea of the price, it is estimated that to build Eddie Murphy's mansion it was necessary to invest around $20 million, but currently it is valued at around $40 million. And for owning a much more expensive mansion, Murphy wins this round. Cars. Both celebrities are passionate about beautiful cars, but who owns the most luxurious garage? Eddie Murphy, for example, has been seen with beautiful cars. He has been seen, for example, with a Mercedes-Benz SLS-AMG, a car well known for the way it opens its doors. The vehicle is equipped with an excellent engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds, and it is no wonder that depending on the year and model, its price can exceed $220,000. Murphy has also been spotted in an Aston Martin DB9, an even more expensive sports car, whose latest models can top $250,000. Going up the price, he has also been seen with a Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano, a beautiful vehicle from the famous Italian luxury sports car manufacturer. This Ferrari model is equipped with a powerful V12 engine, which makes it one of the fastest cars of the brand. Not surprisingly, its price is estimated to be more than $300,000. The comedian also owns a Rolls-Royce Wraith, a luxury car valued at around $350,000. The most expensive vehicle Eddie Murphy has ever been seen in is a Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe, a stunning convertible car made for real tycoons. The interior of the car has a super exquisite finish, which was to be expected when it comes to a car like that. And to enjoy all this luxury, depending on the year, it may be necessary to invest the princely sum of $500,000. Mike Tyson, for his part, has been seen with several vehicles, such as a $40,000 Mercedes-Benz 380 SL, a $60,000 Mercedes-Benz 560 SL, a $75,000 Rolls-Royce Spur, a $95,000 Cadillac Scarlet, a $120,000 Bentley Continental T, a $130,000 Rolls-Royce Corniche, a $300,000 Bentley Continental SC, a $340,000 Rolls-Royce Ghost, a $350,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, a $450,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom, a $500,000 Lamborghini Super Diablo Twin Turbo, a $600,000 Jaguar XJ220, and several sources speculate that one of the most expensive cars he has ever owned was a Ferrari F50, one of the most sought-after Ferraris in the world. This supercar is powered by a V12 engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds, managing to reach a top speed of 202 miles per hour. And to give you an idea of price, depending on its state of preservation, you can find this legendary Ferrari easily going for over $1 million. And because Mike Tyson has more expensive cars, he wins this round. Other real estate. Both actors invest in several properties to live in, but who owns the most valuable real estate? Mike Tyson, for example, when he had just started making money, he decided to buy a mansion in Southington, Ohio, where he lived during the 1980s. Going inside the property, we can see that everything is very different and luxurious, probably being handpicked to meet the fighter's desires. In one of the rooms, for example, there are golden details with lamps pointing to the center, a place he was supposed to use to hold his parties. The bathrooms, on the other hand, are capable of impressing anyone for their impactful and luxurious decoration. The place has coatings made of black marble and many golden details, which seem to be gold-plated, such as the stunning hot tub bath that is surrounded by glass and had the tub entirely customized with golden objects. The property also features large wooden sheds, where Tyson likely used to hold his events with a larger number of guests. In one of these areas there are huge heated pools, a place so big that they look like resort pools. Although today the property is completely abandoned, we can imagine that in the 1980s it must have been extremely luxurious. And according to some sources, in 2014 the property was bought for $1,100,000 by a church that restored the entire complex to become a shrine. Currently, Mike Tyson lives in a gated community in Seven Hills in Henderson, Nevada, a condominium in which he once owned 2 properties. The athlete's first mansion in the area was a beautiful white house of contemporary architecture. Although it was built in 2001, the property has undergone several renovations and therefore maintains modern and sophisticated details. One of the areas that most draws attention in this house is the outdoor area, where there is an infinity pool with 2 spas and even an illuminated waterfall. In all, the property is about 5,740 square feet, being divided into 6 bedrooms and 6 luxurious bathrooms. And according to media reports, Tyson decided to sell that property for nearly $1,500,000 in order to buy an even more expensive one in the same neighborhood. Currently, the fighter lives in a large 2-story mansion of approximately 8,150 square feet of floor space. In a video posted on the channel QG, while some of Tyson's friends were visiting him at his residence, it was possible to get to see a little of the residence's interior. One of the points about Tyson's intimacy that got a lot of attention was his large collection of birds, an animal he seems to be passionate about. In addition, in the estate's external area, there is a lush landscaping with a strong presence of nature, it being full of shrubs. The site also features a large pool and even a small multi-level water fountain. And according to some sources, Mike Tyson is speculated to have purchased the property for around $2,500,000. Eddie Murphy, on the other hand, also owns beautiful mansions. When Eddie Murphy was married to model Nicole Mitchell, he lived in a gigantic 2.5-acre estate in Granite Bay in California, a house so luxurious that it looks more like a palace. Just looking at the facade of the house, you can imagine how exquisite the interior is. Entering through the front door, one finds a huge and exquisite living room with double-height ceilings and floor-to-ceiling glass windows that offer a beautiful view and excellent natural lighting. Although the mansion was built in 1998, the property is in no way outdated and even has a super luxurious decor that will probably never go out of style. In total, the interior of the property has about 12,600 square feet of floor space, with 7 bedrooms and 11 spacious bathrooms. The mansion also has several interesting rooms, such as a game room with several arcade machines, a fully equipped weight room, and a cinema room with comfortable armchairs. The outdoor area is one of the places that stand out the most in this property because there is a lot of open space with a spectacular view of nature. There is, for example, a guest house for receiving guests, a sports court, a barbecue area, and a stunning huge infinity pool with a whirlpool. And according to some sources, Eddie Murphy sold the property in 2007 for about $6.1 million, not a very high price if you take into account all the luxury of this property. He also once owned a mansion known as Bubble Hill, the same name as one of his songs. Located in the town of Englewood in New Jersey, the huge mansion is on a plot of land of almost 4 acres, a place surrounded by vegetation. Right at the entrance of the property, there is a beautiful staircase leading to its exquisite interior. The mansion is equipped with a variety of items capable of pleasing many people, such as movie room, piano room, professional recording studio, game room with pool table, indoor swimming pool with jacuzzi, gourmet kitchen with state-of-the-art appliances, dining room with table for 14 guests, garage for 5 cars, and even a fully automated bowling alley with 2 lanes. In all, the property has about 25,000 square feet of usable space, divided into more than 32 rooms, including 6 bedrooms and more than 10 bathrooms. And according to what has been reported in the media, Eddie Murphy sold this property in 2012 to singer Alicia Keys. The value of the transaction is speculated to be around $12 million. Back in the 1980s, Eddie Murphy had another residential complex in his extensive real estate portfolio, located in Beverly Hills, California. The property underwent major structural renovations and gained additional neighboring land over time, forming today an impressive 14-acre lot. Currently, the property features a 20,000 square foot main house with a facade decorated by a vertical garden wall, a 7,000 square feet Moroccan-style guest house, and well-planned stable for 5 horses with a rustic sitting area with brick walls, a beautiful riding arena refreshed by a waterfall right next door, and a great tennis court with a viewing area to watch the games. This huge complex was once home to the famous pop singer Cher from the mid-1970s until 1988, when it was sold for $5.9 million to Eddie Murphy. He renovated the property and expanded the accommodations before selling it 7 years later for $4 million. Today, the residential complex is valued at over $69 million, a truly unbelievable value. Considering the high value of Eddie's properties, he easily wins this round. Exaggerated luxuries. Both celebrities are also known for their luxurious lifestyles, but which one has the most exaggerated expenses? Eddie Murphy, for example, has been seen wearing beautiful watches such as $10,000 Cartier Santos Gold, $15,000 Rolex Day-Date 1803, $20,000 Cartier Pasha, $35,000 Cartier Tank Française Paved Diamonds, $55,000 Rolex Day-Date Yellow Gold, $70,000 Ronde de Cartier, $90,000 Rolex Day-Date White Gold Diamond. Mike Tyson, on the other hand, has 3 pet tigers, paying around $70,000 for each one. And just to keep these feline animals, he spent around $125,000 a year. When it came to styling his look, Tyson didn't like to skimp either, having been spotted sporting accessories like a $5,000 Rolex Oyster Perpetual, a $12,000 Cartier Pasha, a $18,000 Rolex Day-Date, a $33,000 Hublot Big Bang Unico WBC, a $40,000 Rolex Daytona White Gold, But the fighter's most expensive jewelry was a bracelet and watch made entirely with diamonds, whose price was estimated at around $630,000. At the height of his success, the fighter also enjoyed throwing lavish parties, such as his 30th birthday, which was attended by a guest list of 700 with many stars, an event that cost him around $400,000. Some sources also say that Mike Tyson was very generous to the people he cared about, having even given several luxury cars as gifts to his friends. And for having the most luxurious lifestyle, Mike Tyson wins this round. Point for the fighter. Business. The two stars also have other sources of income, but who stands out more in business? Mike Tyson, for example, has become an entrepreneur, investing in projects that seem to be paying off. He owns, for example, Tyson 2.0, a company that sells products made from cannabis. The business seems to be so successful that the company's official Instagram alone has almost 150,000 followers. Social media is also another of the fighter's sources of income. He has, for example, a YouTube channel that has 2 million subscribers, with videos that have reached tens of millions of views. On Instagram, he has over 20 million followers, and is where he takes the opportunity to promote his company's products. That's all not to mention his VIP presence at events, his famous appearances in Hollywood movies, and even exhibition fights he's been doing after retiring, which also continue to earn him a lot of money. Meanwhile, Eddie prefers to focus on his acting career. So, as his opponent diversifies his income more, point for Mike Tyson. Net worth. Both American stars have made a lot of money in their careers, but who has amassed the biggest net worth? Mike Tyson, for example, was once considered one of the highest paid athletes in the world. Most of his income came through his fights that were very successful and were broadcast worldwide, which also earned him a lot of money with pay-per-view. He even had millionaire contracts with television stations like HBO and Showtime. And of course, the amount of money he received for each fight grew as he beat his opponents and his name became more and more known in the world. To get an idea, it is estimated that adding up the bonuses, he received about a $1,500,000 against Trevor Berbick, a $2 million against James Smith, a $2,500,000 against Pinklon Thomas, a $5 million against Larry Holmes, a $10 million against Tony Tubbs, a $20 million against Michael Spinks, a $25 million against Peter McNeely, a $30 million against Bruce Seldon, and even unbelievable $103 million against Lennox Lewis in 2002, a figure that, adjusted for inflation, is worth over $150 million today. Adding up all his earnings, Mike Tyson earned at least $430 million, which is equivalent to over $700 million. And despite making so much money, in 2003 he surprised everyone when he declared bankruptcy, reporting being $23 million in debt. It is speculated that his financial problems were due to the fact that he lived an extremely luxurious life and did not know how to manage his expenses, added to the fact that his manager Don King kept a large percentage of all his earnings. Currently, he seems to have turned the tables and gotten financially back on his feet again. And while no one knows for sure what his current net worth is, we can estimate that he has at least $20 million, a figure that could be much higher if he had invested and managed his wealth better. Eddie Murphy, for his part, has also made a lot of money in his career. He also had his salary growing at the same rate as his name became more and more known in the movie industry. On Saturday Night Live, for example, he started out earning only $4,500 per episode, a figure that increased to $30,000 the following year. From then on, things started to get much better, and Murphy's salary increased exponentially. It is estimated that he received about $200,000 for 48 hours, $1 million for Best Defense, $8 million for Coming to America, $14 million for Beverly Hills Cop, $16 million for The Nutty Professor, $17.5 million for Dr. Dolittle, $20 million for Pluto Nash, and up to $60 million for Nutty Professor 2. Now, for dubbing Donkey in Shrek, it is estimated that he has earned in all the movies of the franchise almost $20 million. And the amounts received by him do not stop there. In 2019, it came out in the press that Eddie Murphy was closing a contract with Netflix worth $70 million. And all this fortune received by the actor is also the result of the gigantic return that his movies bring. To give you an idea, Murphy is considered one of the highest-grossing actors in the history of cinema, with films that together have grossed more than $7 billion worldwide. And although no one knows for sure how much his net worth is, some sources estimate that today, at the peak of his 61 years, Eddie Murphy has a fortune estimated at more than $200 million. In other words, Murphy easily wins this round. At the end of this fight, we have 3 points for Mike Tyson against also 3 points for Eddie Murphy, leading to a draw. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.